Hello, my beautiful subscribers. I trust you well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to make this tutorial. So I have my 8mm bead, and this is what I'm gonna be using to make my bag. I have my nail cutter as always, and I have a 70mm fish line. So to start, you're going to put 4 beads in your fish line, and then you cross on the last bead, and then you pull down. So now you're going to put 1 bead on one side and then 2 beads on the other side, and then you cross on the last one, and then you're gonna do the same process, 1 bead on one side, and then you put 2 beads on the other side, and then you cross on the last one. So this is what you're gonna get. So we're going to create a lot of rounds, and from one round we get many rounds, and those rounds are going to create a line, and a line, that is what's one line is what's gonna help us to make the bag or the whole bag. And as I said, one round is made of 4 beads, and normally this bag or anything that is beaded, the beads or the rounds, they normally depend on each other. The round which is made of 4 beads, normally it's depend on rounds which have already been created for us to be able to create or to make more lines or more rounds. Yes, I hope you understood, and I think if you're gonna try to make this tutorial, you if you get to look on your work very well and try to observe it, you will really get to understand what I'm talking about. So just keep adding one bead on one side, 2 beads on the other side, and then cross on the last one until you get the length you want for your bag. It can be maybe 12 rounds, 15, 16 rounds. You can put 12, you can put 20 rounds for you to make as the length of your bag. Yeah, I don't know how many I've made, so yes, let's keep working. So I think I'm going to add more rounds here. You cross on the last one bead on one side and then 2 on the other side, and then you cross on the last one, 2, 1, and then you cross, and then you cross. I think I made the line very long, so I wanted to make it a little bit short. I'm gonna show you how to turn around for you to be able to make the second line. So you're gonna put 3 beads on either line or fish line, and then from there you cross on the last bead, and automatic you'll turn, and then you're gonna put 3 beads again on your left hand, and from there you're going to turn automatic, and you're going to pass through the bead on your right hand, 1 bead on your right, and then your left you put 2 beads. You're gonna keep doing the same process. You pass through the 1 bead on your right, and then your left you put 2 beads, and you cross on the last one. This bead that follow on your right. On my left I'm going to add 2 beads, and then I cross on the last one. You put 2 beads, you pass 1 bead on your right, you put 2 beads on your left, and then you cross on the last one. you pass through one bead on your right, you put two beads on your left hand, you cross on the last one. So these as remember I said that they normally depend on each other, so the process of me passing through the bead, one bead on my right, is really showing that we do like the rounds, they depend on each other. Yes, so and we only put two beads because we already have two beads, and then you cross on the last one. Gonna keep doing the same process. You put two beads and then you cross on the last one. One bead on your right, your left you put two beads, and then you cross on the last one. Two beads, and then you cross on the last one. Here I'm going to put one bead each side and then I close so I can start another line or another round. So I have my fish line. I'm going to pass on the first bead and then I'm going to add three beads and then I cross on the last one. So when you want to start a new line, you just add three beads and then you cross on the last one. You're going to pass through one bead on your right, and then your left you put two beads and then you cross on the last one. You're gonna pass through one bead on your right, your left you put two beads and then you cross on the last one. So it's normally the same process. Gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna make, I think, 4 rounds if I'm not mistaken. If not 4, I'm going to make 7 lines. Sorry, not rounds. I'm going to make 7 lines. So let's see how many lines I'm going to make for this bag. So I have managed to make 6 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines, sorry. I'm going to kind of fold the last line and then I'm going to pass through the bead that follow. My left hand is going to pass through the bead that follow, and then my right hand I'm going to put 2 beads, 1, 2, and then I cross on the last one. After crossing, as you can see, I'm going to pass through the bead that follow, this bead one on my right hand, only 1 bead, and then my left I'm going to add 2 beads. I am right-handed person, so don't be confused when I'm talking about passing on my left hand and right hand. So I'm gonna keep doing the same process. You pass through 1 bead on your right, this one, and your left you put 2 beads. 1, 2, and then you cross on the last bead. gonna keep doing the same process. One, two. Across. Two beads. One, two, and then you cross on the last bead. And then from there, I'm going to pass through the bead that follow at the angle. So what I'm creating now are just walls for my bag. And then you cross on the last bead. You're gonna continue passing through the bead on your one bead on your right, and then on your left you put two beads, and then you cross on the last one. Do the same process again. Two beads, then you cross on the last one. Two beads. So I need to So here I just want to show you how you can connect the line. So I'm going to pass through 2 beads as you have seen, and then I'm going to add only 1 bead and pass through that 1 bead. I'm gonna add 3 beads and then I cross through the last one, and then I'm gonna continue with my work, like creating the third line, and by putting 2 beads on my left while I've already passed through 1 bead on my right, and I'm gonna do the same process again. 2 beads and then you cross on the last one, pass through the bead on my right and then my left, and I'm going to put 2 beads and cross on the last one. So I'm gonna do the same process until I connect the third line together, and after connecting it I'm gonna keep adding more lines until I get the length I want for my bag to be. Yes. So you can see I've managed to make 10 lines to 5. So I'm going to fold the last round and I'm going to pass through the third bead, and then I'm going to put 1. I'm going to fold the other side as well, still within the 5 beads I've created. I'm going to put 1 bead and then I'm going to pass through the third round, and then I'm gonna add 1 bead and then I cross through that 1 bead. You cross and then you pull it down. You're going to pass through the second bead right here. You're going to do that on the other side as well. And then you're going to put 1 bead and you cross through that 1 bead. I'm gonna pass through the first round bead, that one, and also on the other side you're gonna do the same, and then you're gonna put only 1 bead and then you close. You're going to cut the remaining fish line and then you bun it. So this is how it's gonna look like. So it's gonna create like 3 rounds instead of 5. As you can see, the downside have like 5 rounds and upper side have like 3 rounds, because 2 of them because 2 rounds I have like fold them inside the bag. So we're going to do the same process on the other side as well. So you fold the corner or at the angles, and you fold them like that, and then you're going to pass through the third round, and then from there you're going to add one bead, and then you're going to fold also the other side so you can know where you are going to pass. And then from there, after passing, you're going to add one more bead, and you cross on that bead. So you're going to pass through the second bead or the second round that follow up, you pass also on the other side, and then you're going to put one bead and you cross through that one bead. You're going to pass through the first round or the bead that follow. You also pass on the other side as well, and then you put one bead and then you close. So we are done. Sorry. Sorry. So you can see how the side look, and from there we are going to start making the flip of the back, and on both sides we're going to count 1, 2, 3. So on the fourth round, this is where I'm going to on the third, no, it's on the fourth round, that is where I'm going to pass my fish line, and then I'm gonna add 3 beads, and then I cross on the last one. So after that, I'm gonna pull my bead down, and my left hand is going to pass through one bead on my right, and my left hand I'm going to put 2 beads, and then I cross on the last one. After that, you're going to pass through the bead that follow, and then you're gonna add 2 beads, on your left and you pass through the last bead. I'm gonna keep doing the same process. You have to make sure that you're also going to left 3 rounds as you did when you started to make the flip. So this is the last round I'm going to pass through, and I'm going to put 2 beads and then I cross through the last one. To start making another line, as always, you're going to add 3 beads. And then you cross through the last one. And from there, you're gonna pass through 1 bead on your right and your left hand, 1 bead on your right, as you see. Your left, you're going to put 2 beads and then you cross on the last one. So now normally we just do the same process and we make many lines for the flip. I think you can just do the length you want for the flip. I normally don't really count. They're not really the same on bags. It just depends on the how big the bag is and how small the bag is. My flip is ready, so you can see. Now I'm going to make the handle, and we're gonna start by putting 4 beads in your fish line, 4 beads, and then you cross on the last one. You're gonna put 1 bead on one side, 1 bead on the other side, and then you add 1 more and you cross through that 1 bead. One on one side, 2 on the other side, and then you cross on the last bead. And this is what we're gonna have, so we're gonna keep adding more of them, adding more rounds, I mean. So to remind you, making the handle is the same process as adding more lines. Like you keep adding more lines. So the handle gonna need you're gonna need to create 3 lines, and after creating 3 lines, we are going to create it and make it as a triangle. So I'll show you how to make it as a triangle. However, you have to make 3 lines, and the process of creating 3 lines are the same as how we made all the beginning of the bag, how we kept on I mean when we started to make another round, we started by putting 3 beads, and then you cross on the last bead, and then you continue by passing through 1 bead on your right, and your left hand you put 2 beads, and you cross on the last one. And you, when you're about to turn, you just add 3 beads on one hand, and then you cross on the last one, and then you continue by passing through 1 bead on your right, and then your left hand you just put 2 beads, and you cross on the last one. So yeah. So you're going to have something like this. As you can see, I've created 3 lines. I'm going to cross through the bead um, on this other side. So I'm going to just put 1 bead, and then I'm going to pass through the first bead at the end of my line, and then I'm gonna add 1 more bead, and then I'm going to cross through that, and I pull my fish line very tight. So I'm gonna pass through the bead that follow, and the other side I'm also gonna do the same. I'm going to pass through that bead that follow, and I'm going to add only 1 bead and cross through that 1 bead. I'm gonna do the same process. I'm gonna pass through the bead that follow. The other side I'm gonna do the same, and I'm gonna add 1 bead, and I cross through that 1 bead. I'm gonna keep doing so. This is the only process. You're gonna keep doing that process until you reach the end of your handle, and then we are going to connect the handle and the bag, and we're gonna get one thing. Yeah. You pass through that 1 bead on one side and pass through 1 bead on the other side. You put 1 bead and you cross through that 1 bead. You put 1 bead, I'm gonna close this fish line and add a new one. So you're gonna just keep doing the same process fast. But in case maybe your fish line ended as mine, I'm gonna show you what you're going to do. You're going to pass through 3 beads. This one on the side, the one in the middle, and the other one on the side as well. and from there you're going to add only one bead and you cross through that one. You're just gonna keep continue with the same process until you reach the end of your handle. However, there is another way you can also fill or add the one bead on at the middle. You're just gonna put one bead, and then on the other side you're gonna put on the second bead, not the first, the second bead. You're gonna put one bead, and then you come and put it on the second bead on the other side. One bead, and then on the other side you just pass through the second bead. You put one bead, and then on the other side you pass through the second bead. You keep just doing the same process. The second bead, one bead, and then you pass through the second bead on the other side. One bead, and then you pass through the second bead on the other side. One bead, you pass through the second bead on the other side. One bead, and then you pass through the second bead on the other side. So the one that left gonna pass through the bead at the middle, and the one on the side gonna pass through the bead at the middle. So it's just gonna create, I don't know how I can call it, and then on the side gonna pass at the middle and one bead at the side. So it's just that process, and we're good to go. So at the end you're only going to add one bead, and you cross through that one bead. You cross, and we have our handle, as you can see. So we're going to attach it with our bag. So let me show you. We're gonna add one bead, and they're going to pass through this one. You see we have three beads, so we're going to pass through the bead at the middle. That one at the middle, you're gonna pass through that. You're going to add one bead, one more bead, and then you're going to cross through that one bead. You pull it tight, and then from there you're going to pass through this bead on the side right here. So now we're going to work on the cycle we have created inside the bag. So after passing, you're going to pass through one bead on your handle again as well, and then you're going to add one bead, and you cross through that one bead. Okay, so now you're going to pass through this bead here, the middle bead. This one, you pass through it, and the other fish line is going to pass through the bead on your handle. You're going to put one bead and you cross through that one bead. So now we won't be putting any more beads, but we are going to pass through that bead at the middle right here, and the bead, this one, it's kind of like you're creating a round or a cycle. And also going to pass through this bead right here, and then you close, like make sure it's very tight when you pull your fish line. Pull it tight. Yes, we're gonna do the same process on the other side. You just cut your fish line and you band the remaining one. So we work on the other side now. You can see it's already connected, and you can see like it's go even inside, and it's like that because the angles we've tried to snatch it. Now we are going to connect the other side as well, and it's just the same process actually. We cut our fish line and we are going to pass through the bead at the middle, this one, and from there we are going to put one bead, and we pass through the bead at the middle as well, and we put one bead, which are going to cross through that one bead. So pull it tight. Now we are going to pass through the bead at the side, and you also pass through the bead on your back as well. I'm gonna put one bead and you cross through that one bead. From there you're going to pass through the bead at the middle, this one. You also pass through the bead at the middle on your handle. You're going to put one bead and you cross through that one bead, and we're going to pass through this bead right here, and the one, this one, this side, and then this one is going to put through this one bead here, and then you close and make sure it's tight, very tight. So you can see we are done. We have attached our handle, so our bag is done. So you're going to cut the remaining fish line and you burn it. And we are done. this is how her bag look like, a finished product. I'll share a video on how you can attach the magnet. And yeah, so the finished product look like this. Thank you for watching.